Inside of Visual Basic, actually defining variables by default, it is not mandatory. So I could remove them and run the macro, enter the age and the name. Okay, and still it is working. But it is not a great idea because first you didn't specify the value type. For example, age cannot contain any string values. But here I could enter that. I said test and Sam. And as you see now, hello Sam, you have test-year-old. It is wrong. So you didn't specify that. Secondly, when you're not specifying the value or data type, you might get the wrong values, you might don't get error, but it is not working correctly. And thirdly, because I didn't define at the very beginning, it automatically the value data type it is variant. Variant is a specific data type without any specified type. It could be string, it could be whole number, it could be decimal numbers, etc. And in programming, it is not the correct or good way to do that. So I always recommend you to first define that and specify the type and then use the variable. To make mandatory for defining, you could type on the very top before any subroutines, etc. Type option explicit. Okay. Now if I start running my program, you will get compile error, variable not defined. With using this specific code, you made yourself obligated to define any variables. So it is a great idea to have the specified variables for defining if you forgot to create or define any specific variable. Now I have to define it. Dim int age as integer and dim str name as string. Okay, now gonna work again. Okay, and there it is. And if you don't want to add this option explicit every time on any new module, you could go Tools, Options, and on the first tab editor, enable required variable declaration. If I press OK, now every time if I create a new module, it will automatically add this line of code here, option explicit. So it is great to enable that. I remove that, right click, remove the module. No, I don't want to export. Or as I mentioned, you could type it manually. Note that this section it is general and this section it is inside of macro. So here it is declarations and here it is my macro which I defined it.